Hi, so today on Cooking with Kazu, Cooking for Kazu, we're making Oyako donburi. And Oyako donburi, Oya means a parent, and the Oya in this case is a chicken. Let's see if I can adjust this light. So chicken is the parent, and then what is the child of a chicken? Oyako. Ko means eggs. So Oyako donburi is a chicken and egg dish, and donburi means bowl. It's a chicken and egg bowl. So we're going to make this today. So you've already seen some of the ingredients that go into it. I have some cut up chicken here. I use the skinless, boneless thighs, but you can also use chicken breast if you'd like. And then I have cut up onion. And then you can also include other vegetables if you want. I put some carrots here that are going to go into it. Now, the most important ingredient besides these is the Oyako donburi sauce. So this sauce is used to cook these vegetables and the chicken. And it is made out of soy sauce. And it is has in it mirin. Mirin is a sweet Japanese cooking wine. And also it has dashi. And dashi is Japanese soup stock. There's a little bit left here. I already made my dashi. And you can see that cloudy stuff in the bottom is the flaked katsu. So it has this, I made the dashi by putting a big pinch of this in some hot water. Now, to make this dish, I'm going to turn on my stove. I've got a frying pan here. Now, depending how much you're making, you'll use a bigger or smaller pan. So I've turned my induction cooktop here on like number 8, and I am immediately going to put in Oyako donburi sauce. Okay, so the sauce is in there, and it's going to heat up, and then I'm going to add my my vegetables into this sauce while it's heating up. So I'm going to put the onions in. And you may in the background hear TV because my husband is watching the Mariners game. Okay, so let me get all the vegetables in there. Okay. So the vegetables are in here, and I'm just going to use a spatula to get everything in there. Okay, so now we're just going to wait for this to kind of come up to a boil and start cooking the vegetables. I can break apart some of these onions. I could have done this in advance. Oh, I can feel that soup's getting hot. Okay, let me show you what this looks like. So you can see the onions and the carrots are in there, and it is heating up. Okay. Oh, you see the steam coming up. So it's heating up. This is going to have to cook for, you know, a little while because the vegetables need to be nice and soft in this dish. So you're going to have to cook the vegetables first before you add the chicken and before you add the eggs because they take the longest to cook. I think often we might think meat takes longer to cook than vegetables, but actually vegetables take quite a while to cook. And you can mix it around a little bit so that it's even, so that you'll have a combination of carrots and onions. I'll show you again this dish. Let's see. There we go. Can you see it? That's better. You can see it's cooking, it's steaming, it's starting to simmer a little bit. You can see the bubbles coming up. And we're just going to cook that for a little while. Okay. Alright, so it's cooking. Give that a few minutes. Now, Oyako donburi is one of many different kinds of donburi dishes. Donburi just means a bowl in Japanese. It's a big bowl, and the way you serve this is you put rice in the bowl, and then you put the whatever the donburi mono, the goodies are on top of the rice. Now, in American Oyako donburi that you get at Japanese restaurants in the States, it's usually the egg is cooked pretty firm. So you have kind of a firm cooked egg with some chicken and vegetables in it. Japanese oyako donburi, it tends to have much softer egg, even a runny egg. So this is a personal preference. There are certainly Japanese people who prefer their egg cooked more firm. I'm sure there must, since there's all kinds of people in the world. Although the norm there is to have the eggs a bit runny. And then most Americans really don't want the runny eggs. So I think that's why in Japanese restaurants in the States, the oyako donburi is often cooked. So the eggs are really firm. All right, so the vegetables are starting to get cooked here. The onions are getting a little bit clear. The color's changing a little bit. And one thing you can do is you can taste your vegetables to see if you think they're ready. So like here I can take a bit of carrot out of the dish. And taste it. No, it's still pretty crunchy. So I'm gonna let it cook a little more. Now of course, it's gonna cook more after I put the chicken, but you really can't overcook the vegetables. Now, I had this on 8 and now I put on 7, now I'm putting it on 5. It's gonna cook down a little bit. Okay. Let me try an onion. See how it's doing. Okay. The onion's a bit sharp, but it's doing pretty well. So I think it's time we can put the chicken in. So I'm gonna add the chicken to the dish. Now, I want the chicken to be evenly distributed around the dish because I want there to be chicken everywhere. So I'm going to lay the chicken all over the place in this pot. And now the chicken is going to boil in this same kind of sauce. Okay, now when I added the chicken, the temperature went down a lot because the chicken is kind of cold. So it stopped simmering. I'll show you what it looks like with the chicken in there. Alrighty, so I put the chicken in. I'm gonna wash my hands. Okay. So let me show you what we've got here. So the chicken's in there. And I'm going to turn the heat up because it kind of, I want it to be nice and hot to add the eggs to. Because when I add the eggs, I want the eggs to start to cook. Now another thing I'm going to need after I add the eggs is I'm going to need a lid for the pan. Let me grab that. So for oyako donburi, you need a pan with a lid. The lid should fit the pan pretty well. Okay, now we've got it back up to a simmer again. I'm now going to drizzle this egg all over the top of this dish. And I'm just pouring it all on top. Let me show you what that looks like. Now it has egg poured on top of the dish. You see that? And now I'm going to put the lid on. Now the question here is how long do we cook that? So we want the egg to be cooked and the chicken to be cooked. It's possible I should have cooked the chicken a little longer before adding the egg. But I'm going to say, how about we cook it for 5 minutes? See how that goes. So now it's just time to wait and see. I can hear it's really simmering away in there. Oh, I can see it's cooking. I'm going to turn it down a little bit to 4. And now we're just going to let it cook. What do you think, Rosebud? Rosebud is interested in everything that's happening up here. What do you think? The Oyako donburi is cooking. Yes. I will start to put some dishes away. I will clean things up while I wait. I'm gonna take a look. It's been cooking for 2 minutes. Let's see how it's doing. Okay, you can see it is cooking. I'll show you how much cooked it is. So you can see the eggs really aren't very cooked. The chicken's starting to get a little cooked. So you can see we need to cook it quite a bit more here. So I'm gonna put the lid back on. And we just have to be patient and let the heat do its work while it simmers away here on number 4 on my induction cooktop. Okay, that was 5 minutes. Let's see what it looks like after 5 minutes of cooking. We're going to take the lid off. We're going to look. It's really looking nice. I think it needs to cook a little bit more. So we're going to make the egg kind of firm, more American style today. You can see it's getting kind of firm. You can see the white and yellow aren't super mixed together. And that is common in Japanese cooking with this type of dish. So I think I should have cooked the chicken a little bit before I put it in, because ideally we would say it's done now, but I don't think it's quite done. I think the chicken needs to cook a little more. So I'm going to give it like 3 more minutes and it'll be done. I'm here to check. It has not been 3 minutes, but I'm going to check because I think it might be ready. All right, so the question is the chicken done? That's our most important question. So I'm going to check. I've got some scissors and a fork, and I am going to see if this chicken is done. So I'm going to take a piece of chicken from here, and I'm going to cut it and look inside. Ooh, it's done. All right, our dish is finished. I'm going to turn this off, and now I'm going to make a donburi. So let me serve it. So here's a bowl. So in this bowl, I'll put some Japanese rice. And I'm wetting the rice paddle so it doesn't stick. So in this bowl, I'm going to put some rice, which is in the rice cooker right here. So, here. There's some rice in the bowl. Now I'm going to put some of this lovely stuff on top. Now, I'm going to use a big spoon because we want to have not just the goodies, but we want the sauce also. So let me find a spoon. Oh, here's one. I'm going to use a spoon that doesn't have slots because I want to get both the goodies on top and some of the sauce. So I'm going to put this on top of my rice. Okay. So this is Oyako donburi. See that? There you go. All right, so that's all for today, and I am going to say goodbye. Thanks for watching.